G'day legends, and welcome to another Ripper episode of the Aunty Donna podcast. This week we're treated to an audio adventure following 3 cheeky, rascally cats, and then we take a timeout. And another timeout. A lot of timeouts actually. Good luck following this one. Remember, you can get access to bonus episodes and the video version of the podcast over at auntydonnaclub.com.
You're listening to the Aunty Donna podcast, the greatest fucking podcast in the world. Brother Mike and Zach and sometimes some guests. We hope you enjoy the motherfucking podcast.
Meow 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 meow.
Hello, everybody.
We're little kitty cats.
Today on the Aunty Donna podcast, we're all little kittens, little kitty cats. And we're going to go on a fun yarn-based adventure. Perhaps we'll come across a ball of yarn. Perhaps we'll play with a ball of yarn. Perchance we'll find a small doll made out of yarn. Maybe one of us will give birth, and after birth we'll be all over the bed, and there'll be a bunch of smaller cats on there that nobody wants, no one knows what to do with. So they'll all be put into a Hessian sack and taken care of in the river.
The story starts in a little alleyway in Melbourne. There's rubbish, a trendy little cafe, and 3 stray kittens. Oh, I want a hug. No, I want a hug.
I want a scratching pad for my nails.
Meow, 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 so sad.
What?
Now, don't worry. While this story starts sad, we can promise you it gets a little happier as it goes along.
But not before it gets a little darker.
But not in a full-on way,
No.
just sort of like a Disney movie. Like it's...
But then before it's dark, it gets a little happier.
But before that, some tragedy will strike our kittens in a very real, profound way. Like something that's really messed up. Something real fucked up happens.
An old wizened cat walks down the alleyway. Meow, meow, meow. Hello, little kittens. My name is Jeffrey.
The older cat had a way about him. His nails worn down to the nub. Knots all over his body.
He was scraggly, like an old sock that's been left in the washer and wasn't taken out to dry, but just sort of dried in the washer, and didn't have a proper chance to dry.
You couldn't see his dick like often with male cats.
His prickly dick. Cats have prickly dicks.
Yeah.
Humph, he exclaimed. Humph. He waited in anticipation for the kittens to ask why he had humped.
Meow, meow. What's going on?
Oh, I've just heard word that there is a lovely couple on the other side of Melbourne City looking for 3 little kittens for their new home. But I'm too old to take the walk. But perhaps in you, I see an opportunity. I have lived a long life as a stray cat here on the streets of Melbourne, surviving on the kindness of strangers, a piece of tuna or a sardine here and there. And whilst I always dreamed of a home and a family, my time has passed for that.
And
It is
was,
no, you go.
No, you go.
Yeah. And it is on to you, the 3 cat kittens, that I say, make that journey.
And it was at that point that the 3 kittens took a knife and gutted the old cat.
Oh my God.
And then used sticks and rods and cogs and cranks
Time out.
to turn that old
out.
cat into
Mark.
a robot.
Yeah.
And then
Mark.
they rode the robot. They wrote like a mech suit,
I get it.
like a Power Ranger mech
And I
suit.
know that we did agree that I know, look, I
Something
didn't
dark
want
had
to
to
call
happen.
time out. I know.
Yeah.
But I feel like before this podcast began, we did agree that we wanted to go dark. You know, we talked about how Bambi's mother died. We talked about how they don't go dark anymore with the kids' stories. For me, and
they
Broden,
should.
You're going to make the final call here. I just, for me, think that gutting an old cat. I thought the darkness was in him accepting that he would never have a home. You know, that's a bit of a Billy Elliot moment of, you know, the parents, the dad and the brother going into the mine. So I just worry that gutting the old man and turning him into like a mech suit.
It's a cat.
Old cat. Makes it's going to be challenging to have the audience on side.
Well,
with
does
the
it change if sort of? Let me describe the mech suit to you because
I
maybe
see
you
it pretty
haven't
clearly.
seen the mech suit. Well, all right. Well, then what does each kitten control? What part of the mech suit does each?
You've got
kitten
one
control?
in the head. You've got one in the head, and he's controlling the head, the vision, that sort of sensory input. You've got one in the body, all right, and he's controlling the arms and legs, walking it upright. And then you've got one kind of in like a backpack position with big machine guns.
Tail gunner.
Tail gun.
Incorrect. Close.
Okay.
Close.
Okay, sure.
But,
Okay, sure.
but incorrect.
What is it?
So the one in the center is actually controlling the vision. The one in the center because the belly is open and they've used sort of an old like a juice bottle to form a like a window type area, right?
yeah,
the
yeah.
chest is open and they're
Is it
controlling
quite
the
bloody
vision.
and gory, or have they kind of just more like it's more?
No,
like
these cats are expert technicians.
At this
more
point,
like
it's mainly hide.
taxidermy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Carry on.
yeah. The one in the center is controlling the vision, doing all the comms.
Yeah.
Then you have one at the back controlling the arms, and then you have another below them controlling the leg.
But what about the weapons? Who's controlling who's the gunner?
Well, they're actually holding a large sword.
Oh, like a big Final Fantasy VII
Yes.
style
Yeah,
sword.
crafted from a paddle pop stick.
On its back. And
Yeah.
so who's controlling that? The one on the back.
Yes, the one on the back. Yeah, is controlling.
How's the one on the back? Because if he's controlling the arms and legs, is he getting the vision back to him, or is he sort of?
No, it's the comms. The one in the center is sending the comms. It's why it's quite.
Would you
complicated.
consider? It seems a little complicated. Would
It's
you
not.
consider?
I know it's complicated. This is how the kittens built it. I would have told them to do it differently,
Yeah.
but this is how it happened.
But as a narrative story that we're creating through improv, we can just choose what they build.
But this is what happened, so I don't understand.
Oh.
I don't understand. That's like
I
saying
think there was. I didn't. I'm sorry. I think that's really why we need to have those pre-production meetings.
Yes.
I didn't realize this was based on a true story.
No, it's not.
What he's saying is it is all improv, but within the improv, this is what separate cats have done. Within the improv. So we can't change it.
We can't change what's happened.
Which, even though it hasn't happened, because it's improv.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, there's a kitten inside the stomach of the taxidermied cat.
Yeah.
With a bottle sort of front.
Yes. Yeah.
What's happening with the head of the cat?
It's just sort of
Flopping. It's just sort of flopping down.
Flopping about.
Yeah, Mark's just sort of flopping his head for those.
Yeah.
that
They
aren't
didn't
watching
really.
on,
They
on
didn't have the
Patreon.
time to do that. They got to get to the family quick.
Right. And then the one at the back has some sort of, is it just shouting out, or is there like a
They're actually
comm
in a
swing?
chair facing backwards.
Yeah, and that's
right?
how I imagine them with the
Yeah,
gun.
and they have a little comm system.
Right.
And they've got the two arms being controlled like this, and the one at the front is like, swing the right arm now to block,
so
that kind of
complicated.
thing.
Yeah.
Because really, and then the one at the bottom is.
Where's the one at the bottom? I'm struggling to imagine. Where
It's
the one
sort
at
of
the bottom-
in like, like those egg chairs? Like those hanging egg chairs? They've sort of crafted one of those out of twine.
But where? So is the first cat quite high up in the chest?
No, it's kind of like right in the center of the body.
So it's in the tummy, right? So I imagined it was there, right? But
Broden,
now,
please contribute.
I get the deciding vote.
yeah,
Okay,
so
right,
he
yeah.
needs to hear it all out.
But this is what happened, so there's nothing to vote on.
Sure.
But keep going.
Well,
yeah.
my hope and plan when I brought this in, we were just singing little cat songs for 30, 40 minutes.
I know.
But I know,
yeah,
but
I
then
can feel
the kittens made a cat mech suit.
So you got to go with.
So, well,
that.
you don't
Just
go-
to be
I
clear,
mean,
you're not voting on whether or not. Sorry,
We're
if
not
there was a
going with
misunderstanding
it.
there.
It
You're not
happened.
voting on whether or not they made a mech suit.
Are you voting on the positioning of the kittens? within
No,
the
no,
mech
that
suit?
already happened.
I know. We can't change
so
that.
you can't change that. What you're voting on, Broden, is I can't even recall what you are voting on.
Yeah, what are you voting
What
on?
are you voting on, man? It's odd that you wanted to vote so bad.
No, you said.
Nah, I don't recall that.
Okay, right.
Are you voting on whether they...
I'm gaslighting Broden.
Nice.
What were you talking about over there?
Nothing, man. You're crazy. I'm not talking.
You didn't even say anything.
That's a real thing. I don't want to joke about that. Go on.
Is there any way? Do you guys see any possibility?
Yeah.
Oh, that the mech suit gets jetpacks?
No, not what I was
Okay,
going to
yeah.
say.
Oh, okay.
Is there any way that we get back to just singing little cat songs?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Once they're
absolutely,
in
that is possible.
the journey from mech suit to the family on the other side, there's not going to be like, it's not going to be a full action adventure story. They may come across a giant cockroach.
Can we just scratch?
I love that.
Can
I
we
love
just
that.
scratch?
But in between that, they're going to be singing cute little kitten songs.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy to kind of go with whatever because I know that pretty soon after their first battle, they're going to upgrade the mech suit.
Yeah, well, they'll need to because they'll need to be defeated.
So because part of the problem is this mech suit is going to work for a moment, right, for their first battle, and then they realize they're going to have to take on the zombie hordes. And the only way to do that is to be people size, and that's when you're going to see really essentially something very similar to Aliens, the sort of with one cat at the top controlling something that is now people sized. So what I want you to imagine for that one is, you know, the Aliens mech suit? But that's like the size of a person.
Yeah.
And the zombie hordes was just a joke. That's not going to happen. I just want you to imagine an alien mech suit the size of a person, but with a fedora hat and a cat instead of Sigourney Weaver. Just walking around the city.
And is it made out of a bunch of old dead cats?
No, it's just full
Unless
mech.
that happens, in which we can't.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it's just full mech.
Yeah, right.
It's just a full mech suit, and it's just like, and it goes to Uniqlo.
Yeah. All right.
Hello,
sick.
I'd like to buy a T-shirt. The cat can talk.
Okay.
Meow, meow.
Meow.
And so the cats were on their way in their dead cat mech suit.
You are the old cat. Of course, now they're confronting a villain who has not realized that the old cat is just the mech suit for the three kittens.
The villain is a tall, slender dog.
Woof, woof.
He barks.
Woof, woof.
He barks again.
I want to eat that cat.
No.
Says the mech cat captain
Yeah. Who is positioned?
in the middle.
In the belly.
Yeah.
Where is the leg cat? Sorry, time out.
I was
Time
explaining this, but then we jumped back into the.
Where is the leg
So
cat?
like those like hanging egg chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've crafted that and it's hanging like the
Like
where
the cup of a cricket player.
Yes, like the cup of a cricket player. And that's hanging below sort of where the balls would be. And they're controlling the legs kind of like that
In
also.
symbiosis with the.
Yeah.
I get it.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
Well,
Did you just snap at me?
I'm sorry I snapped. I just wanted to get back to the kitty cat story.
I'm so sorry. Go for it.
Woof, woof, woof. I
Barks
want to
the dog.
eat this old cat. But also, I've got 3 human-sized mech suits that I need to get off my head.
3?
Yeah,
cat's
one
proclaimed.
for each kitten.
Oh. Well,
Say.
First, can we use our mech suit
cat-
a little
the
bit
cat
more?
and
Yeah,
dog
wait, time out. Just time out
proclaimed-
for a second. Time out for a
The
second.
cat and dog proclaimed.
Wait, we're timing out.
I
for a
just want to
second.
be. What would you call that in a book? Descriptive
the narrator.
narrator, I guess. Yeah.
Which I'm happy for you to do.
Great.
Big print.
I feel like we've spent the money on the. We've already spent the money on the cat mech suit. That's already in production.
and if
It's
we were
been
in control
designed.
of this story, if it wasn't, for the fact that the dog made that choice, I would have kept the old man cat suit.
Oh no, it's
for longer.
improv. We can go back and we can change things. So
So unfortunately, the dog. Yeah, because I was. Do you know what I was expecting to happen?
what?
I was expecting they would have like a battle. You remember I said that.
Yeah.
They would have like a battle,
Yeah.
and then like it would be like an upgrade, kind of like a shop in a video game.
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
you're
like-
right. You're very right. It happened, and there's nothing we can do about it.
All right.
We'll be
Alright,
back
let's
after
go.
this ad
Yeah.
with you guys who are both on the same page
Yeah.
We're on the same
Yeah.
page. We're
playing
good.
out this act of
We're
the
good.
play.
Yeah.
The dog and the cat stared at one another. The mech dead cat.
I'm slicing your head off, dog. And
he
then
sliced the dog's head off.
the dog,
Oh no! Says a near passerby.
I'm the narrator.
But we were sharing narration. Before.
Oh, we're sharing? Okay, great.
You're the main narrator.
Oh, great.
Sorry, time out. You're the main narrator.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm narrator A.
And I'm narrator C. Mark's the narrator B.
I don't want to narrate.
You don't have to.
Okay, great.
But you are there. You're on the call sheet as narrator B. So if you ever want to narrate,
well, that's
you
a
can.
good way to get a bit of extra cash.
Does that make life hard? Do you need to be bumped up to B and he goes down to C?
Doesn't matter. It's semantics.
Okay, right. Cool.
I'll talk about it for season 2.
Shame the dog died.
Well, music. Oh no! Says
Proclaim the dog.
No, passerby.
Says a passerby.
Says, oh no! Have you not heard? This be a hydra dog. In that moment, where once there was one head,
there was one head.
Just 3 heads, like the.
There's 3 heads where there was.
It
Like the dog that
grows
protects the gates of hell.
Hercules.
Oh,
The three-dimensional
and now that where once was a
Hades
head,
dog.
3 heads popped out.
No, it's not the Hades
Cerebus.
dog. It's the the
Cerebus?
the dragon where he cuts off its head and wherever he
Oh,
cuts
in the
off its
Disney
head.
film Hercules, yes.
And it's in mythology as well. But yes, I was referring to the 3-dimensional, the 3D.
yeah, they did do 3D animation for that.
Roaring
Sorry, time
heads.
out. Stop that music. Are we clear? It's the Hercules with the 3D animated.
Yeah, but you said a 3-headed dog.
Yeah, no, that was fine. It was a fine mistake to make. I just want to make sure we're on the same page before we go on.
Yeah, we're on the same page, man. Don't worry.
This is good. This is good improv. All right, back to the music. Now I have
If-
3
if-
heads.
Then, yeah, he said.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, you.
He said.
No, I'll talk.
He said.
And then the kittens slam their mech cat. Oh, I'm going to slam my... Sorry, I was narrating. I'm going to slam my mech cat hands on the ground and make rocks fall from the top to crush the dog.
Mark said.
And now the big human mech suits aren't available to us, and they've been destroyed.
Mark said.
It's then that as the dog died,
Mark
they
Zach
saw the 3 mech suits completely fine behind the pile of rubble.
And then they blew up. And then the 3 mech suits
The 3
blew
cats
up.
blew up.
No, the 3
Time
mech
out.
suits. No, the
Time
3
out.
mech suits.
Oh my God.
I said the 3 mech
Mark.
suits. I said the 3 mech
But
suits.
then I said the 3 cats, so that means the 3
But then I
cats
said
are
the
now
3
dead.
mech suits after that.
But that means the 3 mech suits and the 3 cats are now dead.
You're right. Sorry, let's go back.
No, we can't
Let's
go back.
Oh, the cats came back together.
Mark said.
As did the mech suits.
Which
Zach
then
said.
blew up.
Zach said. Mark
What? What did you say?
The mech suits blew up again.
And
And they can't be going back
the
together.
shrapnel,
And they can't
the
go back
shrapnel,
together.
the shrapnel from the
Meow.
mech suits.
Meow.
Shut up. The shrapnel from the mech suits killed the 3 kittens.
Which they stopped
Mark
and
said.
didn't kill them.
Zach said. Zach thought for a moment, and then
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, whatever.
All right,
and then
time
got
out,
a
time out,
No,
time
whatever.
out, time out, time out.
whatever.
No. Look, man.
No, we'll do whatever you
No,
want.
no. Look, it's this thing. This is what's hard because this is what happened. And so it's hard.
Yeah.
We can't
Yeah, I get
change history. You can't go back and get Hitler into art school. It's like you can't.
Can you throw the music in? We're just going to get that music back on. Then the 3 cats went back in time and kept the Hitler in art school. And World War II didn't happen. And things were really good. Scientific progress
Zach said.
just went a little bit different. It was a little slower, to be honest.
Zach said.
Because the nuclear bomb, as awful as it was, did lead to a lot of development in stuff like the MRI and all of that.
Mark paused with his hands.
Yeah, can I time out? Tell
Yeah,
off
yeah,
for 1
yeah.
second? I know you said it was semantics.
Timeout.
If Broden is just going to be doing Zach said, Mark said.
I'm
feels
narrating.
Like, that feels like a narrator C.
No.
To me.
No.
And to
Don't
be-
take this from
to
me.
have him be
Do not
narrator
take lead.
A, I
have
think you
further
either
agree.
need to take charge.
Do not take lead narrator from me.
Prove to me that you're a narrator A.
Prove
and I
to
won't
me.
take it off you.
Prove to me.
Because at the moment, you're acting a real narrator C.
Broden thought for a moment about how he would turn.
Oh, he's gone so meta with the narration.
Oh, for a moment, how he could turn these two men, these two stubborn, bearded men, away from their thoughts that Broden should be narrating.
Time out.
Time out from the timeout? Mm-hmm. Should we play music for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I need to just stop that. The layer of this improv where we were
This is the double timeout
disagreeing.
music.
Yeah.
Where we were disagreeing about what to do. Should it have a narration? I feel like that was, in my mind, set in the real world. That was like us having a real conversation.
Yeah.
But now with narration, that's like also a sort of story.
Yeah, no, I completely
And
understand.
I'm not narrating here, though. On this level, I'm not narrating.
No.
Said Broden incredulously.
No!
Oh, shit.
Zach's doing narration on
That's
level 2.
narrator double A.
Mark realised in this moment just how confusing this podcast might get. And in an effort to maybe move backwards a little bit, he declared,
Meow. They heard. Off in the studio in the corner. It was the 3 kittens.
Time out.
Come on, man. Get on board. Come on.
I'm on
the kittens
board.
are here.
I just need, well, they're not here, they're there.
Yeah.
They're
We're in level 3 now.
No, we're in level 4.
I believe this is level 4. Yeah,
Okay.
you've got the kittens.
So you got the kitten story. Can we get this? No, I want to write it down.
No,
I don't want to
don't
write
worry.
it down.
I'm
We'll
keeping
remember
track of
it.
this.
So we got the kitten
You've got
story,
the
kitten mech
world.
suit.
Yep, you've got Mark and Zach and Broden sort of arguing about
Mechs, yeah.
what
The mech discussion level.
Yeah, the story where we should go. Then you've got the next level, which is we're just actually having a genuine conversation about whether we're disagreeing or not, which is also being narrated.
Yep.
And the kittens from the first one are also in this one.
Yes.
As the
Well,
boys,
they're time travelers.
the boys pointed and used their fingers,
Wait, and this is 4,
gesticulating.
where
with
we're
their-
just talking about. Is level 4 where we're just talking about?
Are you guys excited for level 5?
Yeah.
There's
I'm
gonna be
so
a level
excited for level 5.
I will build to that. We're
Here's
gonna
my
sit
question:
in level 4 for a
Do we
little
have to go? Can we go from level 5 to level 1, or do we have to go
gotta go
through 4,
through
3,
the
2?
levels.
Yeah, to get there. Right?
Also, and this is a full rip-off of Inception, right? What I'm about to
Everything
say.
is really, whenever you do levels.
It was a
now,
rip-off
you know,
of The
yeah,
Matrix.
yeah,
Matrix was a rip-off of
the-
Ghost in the Shell, which was a rip-off of I Don't Know. That's where
The
my
Accident-
knowledge
and
ends.
And they're all a rip-off of The Accidental Tourist with,
And they're all a
with
rip-off
William
of-
Hurt.
And in a lot of ways, they're all a rip-off of Plato's Cave.
Time out.
Sorry. Timeout. Can we get some 5th level of timeout music? So we're just going to wait for some 5th
And it's
level
fine
of
if you have to reuse.
Actually, timeout.
No, we never got
Oh,
the
God.
No, that can be 6th level of timeout music.
All right, great.
All right.
I can't wait to hear what you had to say in the 5th level of timeout about my Plato's Cave joke.
Oh, it's just a sting. Oh, no, wait.
But
I know,
now
it's
that we are in the 6th level of timeout, I need to explain to you. This level of timeout is the only level of timeout that for thousands of years has been aware of all of the levels of timeout.
Timeout? No. I wasn't going on level 7. I just
Too
wanted
late.
a chocky. Okay, well, I just wanted to have a nice chocky.
Oh, you had a nice chocolate
Yeah,
level
timeout
7,
chocky.
and then we can go back to level 6.
Okay, so
Now
in
we're
time
back-
7, are we just all eating
Chockies.
Cadbury's timeout?
And at level 6, wait, that was level 8, the chockies, wasn't it?
Seven.
At level 6, you can be aware. It's the only level that is aware of the levels,
levels.
after it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So level 6, we can talk about level 7
cats here.
being the chocolate level. Right?
Yes.
And I'll tell you why the cats are here. This is important. Can we get that level 6 music playing?
It's just little stings. Is it just little stings? What's going on
But this is
there?
what's inspired level 6.
Yeah, right.
Level 6 wants to be the level 1. And it has wanted to be level 1 for thousands of years. But the god of level 1, the cat god, the lion god, in order to protect level 1 and all of the levels of timeout, created an ancient tournament called Mortal Kombat.
Oh, wow. Wow. Level 6 is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is
Where
sick.
where a
Shot in
representative-
Adelaide?
No, it's the first one.
right.
Shot in, I think, Thailand.
If you make the person that started this king from Tekken, which is a different fighting game series, That's a cat.
But it's a
Timeout.
big. Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Time out. Yummy chockies.
Yum,
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 yum.
Go back.
Yum,
Yummy
yum, yum,
chockies.
yum,
Yum,
chockies.
yum, yum.
I'm stopping that time out back down to 6.
Okay, back to 6.
Yep.
Now there are many, many levels, infinite levels of timeout.
Really?
But there's only 12 competitors in Mortal Kombat. Level 1 of timeout, level 2 of timeout, level 3 of timeout.
The levels of fighting.
Level 4 of timeout, level 5 of timeout, level 6 of timeout.
This episode should be called a couple of naughty cats.
Level 7 of timeout, level 8 of timeout, level 10 of timeout,
Oh, so not 9.
and level 176 of timeout.
Okay, right.
We probably won't get to level 176 of timeout, but their representative will come to level 6.
Great.
On a great dragon boat from Hong Kong. Timeout.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Yum,
Chockies.
yum, yum.
Timeout.
Hello. Oh,
Timeout level 8.
level 8 timeout.
The self-aware level.
Oh,
I love being in level 8.
That's all. Time out.
Level 9.
Meow, meow.
Level 9.
Meow, meow.
Welcome to level 9 timeout.
Meow,
You have a challenge in front of you.
meow, meow.
He said.
Roll a dice, and if it's less than 3,
He said.
you will suffer the consequences.
He said.
If it's more than 3, you will move forward on the board.
This is nightmare. This is the nightmare.
Pause the
This is
VHS
nightmare.
tape
Yeah, this is
now
the
and
nightmare
roll your dice.
Meow.
The cat rolled the dice of Nightmare the game.
Meow.
Time out.
Hello, welcome to my milk bar.
Hello. I want a pint of milk, please.
No worries, I'll get you a pint of milk. But can we discuss the nightmare game level?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the purpose of a timeout, isn't it? You know? Hey,
He said.
What are you doing?
Hello, I'm from Split Ends.
Oh, hello, Split Ends. We're here in the British milk bar level of timeout to talk about the nightmare level of
Yeah, I
timeout.
wanted to say, if we go back there, is there any way to get a gatekeeper in? I can do a gatekeeper.
Let's find out. Level 9.
Welcome to your nightmare.
So, you want to play the game? My game.
He said.
With my rules. How old are you?
So this is a VHS game from the...
That is pretty old, isn't it, you maggot?
It's a board game that was made with a VHS.
Broden, you explain that in the timeout, man.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, should we explain what nightmare is?
This is
Maybe like
This
a
is
better
complicated. This is
intro
really
for the
complicated.
gatekeeper coming in.
This is very complicated.
How's it complicated?
Ow!
We're at level 10, 9.
Level
10, I think.
9?
11,
Level-
maybe.
11. We're level 11 timeout, which we don't have to be numbered anymore.
And we're not competing in Mortal Kombat, are we?
No.
No.
No, we
Thank
are.
God.
Oh, wait, maybe we were.
I got bangers and mash cooking on the stove at home.
We're not even numbered. We're the British milk bar timeout. Hey, you want a curly whirly for 60 pence?
Yes.
There you go. So, you wanted to talk about Nightmare and catch the audience up. No better place than the timeout immediately
Very
after it.
complicated.
I just thought maybe if I'm going to do a gatekeeper,
We're never
maybe a
getting
better
home.
introduction for them would be good.
What is this about your issue with the... Do you think timeouts as Inception / Mortal Kombat realms is too complicated?
I wonder what's going on in level 1, by the way. I wonder if
We gotta
those-
go all the way through
I
them.
just wonder if those kittens ever got their owners.
I think... Wait, timeout.
Or 12.
So
that level.
Thank God
we got through the
12
wailing.
fucking sucks, man.
The wailing souls.
The sirens. It's the sirens. The sirens.
The wailing sirens.
Yeah.
The spirits of all those that have been lost at sea.
So this is a narrative. This is a narrative.
Too wet. That one's too wet for me and too loud.
This podcast is about some cheeky cats on an adventure.
Not this one.
This podcast.
Oh, the podcast, is, but not this level.
Yes, this podcast is, yes.
Yes.
In all the levels, everyone's aware of the fact that they're in a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, and we're doing a series of timeouts. Yes.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
They all know it. They don't know how they came to exist. Like the English people know.
Sorry, I should just say we are just discussing the podcast. It's Mark, Broden, and Zach.
Yeah.
Everything about this is a normal timeout, except for the fact that we are in the middle of a grand vista of a desert in the sub-Saharan.
Yeah. We're sitting around a small square table, 3 comfy chairs in the desert.
But there's like a red rug.
Unbothered by the weather.
Decoration.
Yeah.
It's neutral, entirely neutral weather. It's not neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. No wind.
Very, very, very similar to the start of John Wick 4.
Not so.
But, well, if you...
Time out. I haven't seen that.
Time out. Booty booty boo, booty booty boo. Broden hasn't seen John Wick 4. Will he be able to make it work?
I heard that there are ninjas in John Wick 4.
Booty booty boo. Time out. Meow meow.
Meow.
Meow
Meow.
meow.
Meow, meow.
Meow meow
Time
meow.
out.
That level where the cats just talking meows, too difficult to have conversations in.
So I just wanted to check in really quickly.
What? Well, I don't.
We're quite a few levels deep,
We're in the teens.
and I can't
Early
tell you
teens.
anything about.
We're stuck here forever.
I can't tell you about any further timeouts because the only timeout that knows all the timeouts is the Mortal Kombat timeout. Right?
What is this though?
What I can tell you.
above the timeouts, or was that one of the levels of timeout?
What's that? No, it is a level of timeout.
It is a
It
level of
wants to
timeout.
be the number one. It wants the podcast. It wants the podcast to. It wants to be the number one.
Yeah.
It wants to be the one non-timeout realm.
Yep.
Because the first timeout realm is actually a non-timeout realm. There's no one times out the first realm. But I need to warn you now. You said it before. You're incorrect by one timeout, though, Broden.
Zach said.
So
This has
Earlier-
got some narration.
Some
This level.
narration.
It's
It's a
pretty
little
normal,
haphazard.
but there's just
the occasional
some narration every now and then.
Broden, you said before that this is a timeout we can't get out of. We can get out of this one. But I warn you, in the next timeout, okay, you cannot say the words timeout in any way, shape, or form. It is, as far as we can tell, the last timeout you can get to. It's the last timeout anyone's ever gotten to, but it's also impossible to get out of. We know that it's a timeout that you can't get, but if we go into the next timeout, we're there. We're done. We can never come back. So I just want to warn you.
Timeout.
What have you done? You have banished us to this realm.
Said the dog.
Meow, meow.
Said
Meow,
the
meow.
kittens.
Meow, meow. Yes, Zach, Mark. Yes, go take it there. Yes, Mark.
Said
Yes.
the kittens in the mech suit.
It's circular. Don't you see? Of course. If the first timeout, we can say it. It was just a theory.
Timeout.
Zach said.
Timeout. No. So now we're in the second
What?
timeout.
What?
I can explain it now. I get it.
Okay, so because I thought it worked differently. I thought
Yeah, please.
timeout 16 or whatever it was.
Bring that sick music back though. I like that.
Was a replica.
No, we got to go back to 16 to get that music.
Can I go back and get it and then bring it on like a CD?
We can probably just play it here.
Yeah, we need to figure something out. We're either in level 2, or I thought we were deeper still. I thought this is like level 18, 19, because what I thought had happened was that
please
people
explain it.
realized
And
they
this is the
couldn't-
level where Broden votes.
Yeah.
So
This is what I thought had happened was that people couldn't get past that level of timeout. So what they did,
Mark said.
was they recreated level 1.
It's a.
we'll never actually know what your theory is, what my theory is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll never actually know. I'll explain my theory, right? So when we're at the level, the timeout level before the timeout that I thought was a timeout trap, you understand? Like where I said the next timeout is a timeout you cannot escape from because you can't say timeout. That was a theory because no one that ever went into that timeout had ever come out of that timeout. So the theory was that it was a timeout level where you couldn't say timeout. We got to that level and it emerged. Let me explain it this way. So the first timeout level, all right, you understand? Remember how I was saying earlier that the first timeout level, even though it's the first timeout level, is in fact not a timeout level because no one ever timed out into that level. Remember how I said that? Right? And then remember how I said the next timeout level, when we were in the one before the timeout level, I thought you couldn't escape. I said this is a timeout level that is not a timeout level because no one can say timeout. What I've realized, and you have to really step away from your preconceptions of timeout, is that these two timeout levels, I believe, are one and the same. It's a circular thing. That's my theory, right?
How do we prove this?
Unfortunately,
Zach said,
it's one of those theories we'll never know. It could be a circular thing, or it could be right now that we're still in the timeout realm you can't escape, but there is a level of time. What Mark says, both could be true, and we'll never know. It's kind of like many worlds. There's no way to know.
I think I know how to explain it though.
Okay.
Clearly to an
Do you
audience.
understand what's going on, Broden?
oh, entirely, yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't, you can check. We can talk this through.
Let's just do a Christopher Nolan. Would you like to speak to a scientist character that understands all of this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, great. Just ask me a question. I'm a scientist.
So listen, so you're telling me we could either be in a timeout loop that loops back around at around 16 timeouts, and no matter how deep you go, you'll always loop around, or we could be trapped in timeout 16, recreating. It's almost more of an infinite spiral inwards.
Don't think about it too much.
Wow,
A little bit of a tenet. Do you want to do you want me to explain it like a scientist in tenet?
Yes, please.
Or actually, could you explain it, Broden, like a scientist in tenet?
No, I don't.
Can you? Oh, you don't understand. Can you ask Mark, and can you actually try to explain it to him?
Try to explain it to me.
Timeout? What do you need?
What was this timeout? This is timeout 3.
Well, this is potentially 3 where it's the timeout level 2
was
where we're arguing.
vote timeout?
Yeah, and
I just wanted to
semantics.
check. I just wanted to check what's happening in the level above us.
That's a timeout.
I'm just asking
That's
Mark.
fair.
We're doing a Christopher Nolan.
So is this like
This
a
is part of
time
the
off
timeout.
split?
Did you just split the Did you
Did
just
you
create a
split the
multiverse?
timeout?
Did you just create a multiverse?
Did you just create a multi-timeout?
Oh no!
Did you just split the timeouts?
I think I did.
Does that mean
Well,
we're still in the other timeout?
Well, what's great about this
and
is
then
that
there are 2 of us.
what's incredible about this is that what Broden has done is actually opened up the chance for a sequel.
Yes.
Because now
No.
I'm so glad you put this in. Kind of like at the end of Independence Day Resurgence, where they set up, they literally have a line from a scientist that goes, there are infinite planets with infinite things going on, and these movies will go on forever. That's what you've just done for this franchise.
Now that the timeouts can split.
Just flatly the timeout.
Yeah.
Are you saying you want to record more of these?
Well, we could either do a Marvel or we could do an Independence Day Resurgence and then just never make another movie.
There's
So
only
a
one
few
way people
options
will know.
there. Yeah. Do you know what I love though? I just want to say timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, this is definitely a different set of timeouts. Firstly, because there's not been any music come in. I think we would be at British Milk Bar by now. And actually, this timeout is all about me talking about the. Oh. Yeah, this is wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah, this is like,
Wait a second. Something's wrong.
yeah, it all seems right, but the door on this gate isn't squeaking.
That's
A
Mr.
little
That's
reference to one moment from one episode of the 1990s sci-fi network drama.
It's all-
Sliders.
Yeah.
Every
if
music
everything
is happening.
But the gate isn't squeaking, and my
We've
gate
only got 1 minute before we've got a timeout.
My gate squeaked. Let's
gotta jump to
time
the
out,
next
but we know that we can never come back to this timeout. It's not the right universe.
All right, timeout.
Now let's go timeout.
Timeout.
Now let's go back to that universe for a second.
Oh, yeah, but like we're not there. Oh, hey, thanks so much for
What is
fixing the
this?
squeaky gate.
We're doing a bit from Sliders.
You remember Sliders?
Do you remember
Time
the
out.
TV
Time
show
out.
Timeout?
Timeout. Oh, wait. In this timeout, the music's still playing. So that definitely proves the timeout split theory. It's not a loop. It's a multiverse timeout. Timeout.
Time out.
Timeout.
Time out.
Hello.
Time out. Time out. I don't want to meet that character.
You don't want to. Maybe we'll jump back.
Let's go back. Let's go see him real quickly again.
How are you?
Time out.
I hate it. So in this timeout, Broden, this is where Mark and Zach explain to you one moment from the television show Sliders in greater detail.
I think that's the next timeout.
Oh, timeout.
So
Let's
in
go
this
back. Can we go
timeout,
back
Broden,
2 timeouts real quick?
Go back 2 timeouts.
we're going back 2 timeouts. So we're going to go back to the timeout where
We're
Mark...
fully, this is just like the Force in Star Wars now. We're breaking all the rules.
Go back 2 timeouts.
We can't jump back. You've got to go through them.
Okay, go back 1
So
timeout.
this is back 1 timeout. Hey, Broden, welcome to the timeout where Mark thinks it's the timeout. No, music off.
No, music.
So, Broden,
Focus, James.
James, come on, you got to focus, man.
Come
Keep
on,
track.
man. You haven't been writing this down?
Broden, we are now in the timeout where Mark thinks it's the timeout where we explain the television show Sliders
And
to
then
you.
the next one is the weird guy.
The next one is the one where we do explain
Yeah.
Sliders to you.
Okay.
The one before
Okay.
is the weird guy. So
Let's go back to that one. Next one. Here we are.
So
Past
with
one, last
Sliders.
one.
So with Sliders.
We've got to agree on the. I know that it's all semantics, but we have to agree on the directionality of the timeouts, or else we go, hello.
Oh, wait.
Like, can we go back one?
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to this timeout, the most fun, adventurous timeout there is. You know what?
Timeout.
So this
wanna
is the
check in.
timeout.
Yeah.
Oh wait, tell him it's the timeout where it's Sliders.
So this is the timeout where we explain Sliders.
Can I talk about that character here or no?
No, you got to go 2 timeouts.
Wait. Oh, is
This
this
is
where I
Sliders.
think I'm describing Sliders?
Yeah. Now
Explaining
this
Sliders?
timeout, this is the Sliders one.
Okay. So Sliders was the
But do you
television
wanna ask
show
about the British
in
guy?
the 90s.
Timeout.
Oh, yeah. We got to go to another timeout for that.
Hey, bro, what was your question about 3 or 4 timeouts ago?
Who's that guy?
Well, let me tell you in a fun little song where I piss my pants.
Here we go.
Piss in my pants.
Oh, yeah,
It's really warm.
You make this the timeout when you wrap up the whole podcast.
No, it's a to be continued,
Timeout.
man.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Too big. Okay, right.
Timeout.
Okay, great.
This is the timeout where we talk about the pressure that Broden puts on people to wrap up podcasts in timeouts.
Sorry.
It's not cool, man.
Timeout.
Should we really be talking about the pressure Broden puts on us to wrap up podcasts? He's doing it in our best interests, you know.
Are you the character from...
No, I'm a different character. Although I'm very similar to the
What's your name?
milk bar one. What?
What's your name?
My name is Frogman.
In this timeout, Frogman doesn't sound like Frogman from the Aunty Donna podcast episode 1.
Yeah.
Also, I'm more man than frog. I don't live on a lily pad. I live in a normal house. I don't live in Craigieburn. I live in the CBD in a 1-bedroom apartment. The only part of me that's frog is that I'm wet, moist like a frog,
Can
and I
you-
have tadpoles fall out of my belly.
Frogman, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you wrap up this episode?
Timeout. Timeout. I think we just do a to be continued, man.
Okay, all right. I'm
Yeah.
on board with that.
We good to this? We good to do that?
This
Yeah.
could be our first, like, everyone's looking for their MCU.
You can say what
This
you...
could be
yeah.
our MCU.
The cat,
is
the,
the-
the adventures of the cheeky kittens.
Can
Yes,
I time
it's-
out?
Yeah.
Mark, I love the MCU pitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Why did you have to time out for this? We were talking about this.
No,
on the
because
last
I don't want to.
level.
I actually want to agree with you in that one.
Oh, right.
But in this one, I just want to say, can you also make part of the pitch that we do MCU style explainers?
Yes.
So like, what's with this?
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Time out.
yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you about adding in the. Oh, this is the one where Broden only says boobies.
Boobies.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
It's the timeout where Broden only says boobies and where I'm talking to you
But
about your
you gotta
notes on
understand,
my
I've been in this
MCU
timeout.
thing.
This is my timeout. I live in this timeout.
You live here?
Yeah.
Oh, when did you move here?
I've been here forever. I am timeout Zach.
Oh.
I am Broden. Broden only says boobies, timeout
Boobies.
Zach. But here's the problem. Where's the Zach you came here with?
Bum 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 bum.
That's the twist.
Well, that's
So
the
now
thing,
we've got to
that's the
find.
to be continued.
So next week on the Aunty Donna podcast, Mark and Broden that only says boobies try to find their version of Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we good with that?
Yes, as long as we... Look, I might just create another timeout that explains sliders because I just want to make sure Broden understands sliders.
That can all happen next week.
Boobies.
Next week, join us on the Aunty Donna podcast where Mark and Broden who only says boobies try to find their version of Zach. But also, there might be a few timeouts where Mark explains sliders to Broden. Oh, I get what you're saying though. Timeout. So we will get to that wrapping it up.
Yep.
One. But should you just quickly explain sliders? Because if we leave it till next week, people will be sitting there all week going, what the fuck is sliders?
Do you remember sliders?
Yes.
With Jerry O'Connell?
Yeah, I remember.
The fat kid from
Stand by
Trading Body.
Stand by
movie.
me.
Yep.
Yeah. He got skinny, he did sliders.
Yep.
They're trying to find their way home. They're traveling through portals.
I know.
And then there's one season that ends with one of the things is, it's kooky.
I know.
It's like,
I know.
what do you mean you know?
I watched all the sliders.
So you remember the bit with the guy?
Wait a sec. Are you telling me that in this level of timeout, where my one purpose is to explain sliders to you,
Yes, I know.
you know and have seen all of sliders?
Absolutely.
This fucking sucks.
Do you want to go back? To the
Can I
wrapping it up?
explain sliders in the one before?
Do you need to, though? I think it's funny that you did an obscure reference. I don't think you need to explain the reference. The joke is the obscure reference.
And I have kind of explained it.
I know.
And we've also done the sliders bit more than once. On
Yeah, we have. Surely I've brought
many
up sliders
times.
before.
We talk about that bit from sliders. all
He
the
said.
time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back one. Join us next week for the second part, but not the epic conclusion, of the Timeout trilogy.
You're listening to the Aunty